The Origins of Life, Chi Creation, Part 11. Alright, we want to start with a short. It's just going to tell a story about a fish and how it, or why it creates this.
Nobody works harder to impress a potential partner than this pufferfish. He's in the middle of spending an entire week crafting a delicate sand mural on the ocean floor, just hoping that one female pufferfish will like it enough to give him a chance. He's a perfectionist, and the finished work of art will be a perfectly symmetrical geometric masterpiece over 20 times his size. He's also something of an engineer and has learned that plowing the finer grains of sand to the center will help protect it from the current, preventing the work of art from being washed away immediately. And as a final touch, when the main shape is complete, he'll add sand dollars and seashells around the outer edge as finishing accent pieces. Soon enough, a female pufferfish looking for a mate will swim around. If she likes a particular work of sand art, she'll hover over the center of it to communicate her approval, and she'll mate with the male artist in order to deposit her eggs. After she swims away, the artist will stay nearby, fiercely protecting the eggs until they hatch. Jen and I post something positive every day. Nobody works harder to impress a potential partner than this pufferfish, spending an entire week.
So we can see what it is. Like in reference to the sun, the chakra, the eye, the wave, vortex, and the flower. And the flower being like the place of creation, you know what I mean? It's like the flower bed and all that kind of stuff, like where all the pollen is and all these kind of things and stuff. And what that represents, you know, it's kind of like for the fish to like repeat that information, you know what I mean, for its place of creation, basically. It's quite interesting. It's relevant, you know. It's all these lines as well, you know, like an iris and stuff. So I wanted to retouch on this. This is one of the things. This is my parrot, Jiba, the monk parrot. So where his eyes are and his beak, and how you relate that to like the insect, like we mentioned, like the womb and all these kind of things and stuff. A rib cage, and they could be teeth as well, you know, because there's like a gap between them, and you think about like a crocodile's mouth is shaped that it's going down though. It's wrong direction, but that's how we do things. I mean, this is more appropriate for a macaw parrot because it's like the beak's going down, you know what I mean, rather than the teeth and stuff, like, but the external shape though. But like where the eyes are, see, I look at my parrot quite often and it reminds me of an insect sometimes. How eyes are, like, you know what I mean, how we're kind of like different pictures show you it in different ways, but you've also got this 3-point thing as well going on. There's loads of things. How, you know, this parrot kind of like were a lot of inspiration. So then here, we've got this, and we turn it, and we've got how the sun comes over, and it really leaves a reflection. You get the smile and the wave, all these kind of things and stuff. So then you get your vortex in water, and how that it's interrelatable, because it's like it's like that trade-off example where it's like the yin yang example in a sense. It's like you cannot have some way out the other in a way, you know what I mean? So it's like once you get this repeated pattern, like you get that pattern in water, but then you get it in the sky as well. So it recognizes it, and it's the memory and the consciousness in the water. It's like it sees and knows that, and once it does it in water as well, it recognizes it's got the same pattern. Then there's something for it, and that's how it can connect it to how it can tie you into reality, like integrate you. So when you've got your perspective lines and all these kind of things and stuff like, which most creatures have got, it's all there in that kind of way. So yeah, because it's like this repeated information which overlaps each other. Water overlaps with its waves, doesn't it, and stuff like. So like a wave will go through, and then you can see other waves going through without seemingly to be disturbed by each other. Like the energy will just flow in that kind of sense and stuff. And so another aspect of it is it's got like a dome to its head. So it comes forward and then dips in. It's almost like you get on dolphins. And you got all this here because it's like the dome creates a ridge, and that ridge will go over its eye. So it's looking at the same place. And so we see wallet wave, no stripe here on this bird, but you can see dip. There's like it's concaved in that area, and that's where the eye is. So I think the shadow kind of prevents glare, maybe. I don't know, all that kind of stuff. You got your peacock feather with the tail, which goes, like the direction that feathers around it and stuff. All sorts of them. You can see it better on some photos. See, like the dip, the concavity seems to go along with it even more. It depends how it's positioned its head. They can fluff the feathers up, can't they? So, you know what I mean? That'll make it really difficult to see. You see, like the doming, see that there, where it goes to there and stuff like that. It's like that part. It's very dolphin-like, and this part as well. Like, all of it. So I'm trying to find one which would like pick it up better. See, you got concavity and stuff. The dome. Like, it comes in and it comes over. You know what I mean? So it's not like flat to beak. It's like it's actually domes over. And also like your ball of water which is coming out of the body of water. So like that droplet. And you got all the curve of this and stuff like the same there. For them being like waves. So we turn it that way. We say it's like a side view at ocean. So you got like the water coming over there. You got a wave there, another wave. So that's how it comes over. But for how that is and stuff, you can move it round and look at it in different angles and stuff like, and you get in the same story. I think you dome over a little bit. You can see that line as well. You see its petals, like white tips, feathers, but referencing petals. Like dolphin head. They come in different colours if you breed them in captivity, but they're green in wild. Green and blue. Oh, green with blue feathers. Because you get blue ones if you breed them in captivity. But like it's the colour of ocean, like a green, you know what I mean? And this is more depth in water, so it's going blue, you know what I mean? The shallow water is the green water. It's kind of got a grey body. As you see, like greyness, it's like maybe a white sand, and it's like just a little bit of water going over and creating shadow or something. Unless it's got a bit of greyness to the sand colour. But you can see how it domes over that part of the dome and this part as well. You can see it cups in kind of thing. And then you've got the concavity there and stuff, but wall, wave. There's a blue one. It comes over and comes back in. A bit like a budgie. I think they're related to budgies. I mean, obviously because it's a parrot, but you get Quaker parrots with like the zigzag patterns and all these kind of things, so they just look like a bigger budgie. Obviously not evolution. You see dome. It's very dolphin-like. You see it quite well there. I mean, its eye is the other side as well, so you know that's one aspect. It is wide, but it's still got that dome in. You know, you see how it cups over there, kind of thing. So the doming seems to be more obvious on the cars. So, like, you got your zigzags, and we spoke about it before, didn't we? Like something moving through the water. It's the wave which is moving through the water. So the wave goes through the water, and then you get your tiger stripes, which I spoke about tiger stripes, but we didn't make I don't think I made the connection. And that were like in one of the earlier series, Reflections of Love and Light. So then you got your green water that goes blue. There's more depth there, or sunlight, or sand, or sand, and blue eyes. White eye and a blue iris. I assume from a car. It just looks more watery, you know. It's like that drop of water, how a wave flows over, all these kind of things. There's sunlight there, sunlight catching in cup at wave, which is going to catch for food. Alright, so slightly changing topic. We're going back. We're keeping everything else we've just gone over, but that extrapolation of the information, like you'd even thought about this as a child and stuff like that. How they're like feet in a sense. If you were going to mimic a whale or a dolphin and stuff like that kind of thing, you'd do these things with your feet and stuff like that kind of thing. So we're seeing a lot in that kind of sense. You know, these particular shapes. It looks like his mustache or a pair of lips. You know what I mean? All that kind of thing. Horns, so on. Like wings on a bird. And it catches air and all that kind of stuff. Like mainly used to put water in it, but it's again like wings. So that's like the wave. You see it there. I think that's the wallet wave and it's curling that way. Small example. You see it for a moment. So, like that. And we've got it there again as well. So that one's like a moth. It repeats that information. It's like, you could see it over and over again in different ways. This is for photograph of all water and bubbles and all that kind of stuff. Like, it's like that over wave, and then it's left all trail of froth. So I also like manta rays. I would like flick the fins that end up kind of thing. So yeah, like the lip shapes, the horn shapes, everything's all repeated in it. So it's also like those butterflies because they do the same shape. Alright, so we've got more pictures. See, there's loads going off on it. It's gonna like if it focuses. It's like you've got all that. I don't know if it's in sky and clouds or is it just more waves in the background and crashing and stuff like. Probably more waves. But you got all this here. See, like you got all that line. It kills in that little bit, so you got all that froth there, kind of thing. It's a little bit blurry anyway, so it's like not the best in a sense, but it's partly like on the fish. The dolphin, it's got all these blurry, almost airbrushed kind of patterns and stuff, kind of thing. Where the water's kind of just splashing up and stuff, but and it's like there's so much going on. It's a shame I'd like a proper good picture of that one, kind of thing, in a sense. So then you got like this doming on its head. See it there, and then it goes to there, and then it goes into its back, or its neck back, kind of thing. And then you got all this. It domes over, tips over, and then it sinks in. It's concavity there. It's got its eye, and then it's got a line which kind of goes back as well. I thought photo, but again, how blurry it is. It's difficult to spot it initially. You know what I mean? If you've not seen the photographs before, maybe this wouldn't have been like the best one to like say, oh wow, look at that, that's the ocean. You know what I mean? It's gonna like be one of the worst ones or whatever and stuff like. But also as an example, because we do know what we're looking at, then all this white and glare and stuff like that kind of thing, and then that edge and then the spray, we can tell what it is. You know what I mean? It's like the sky all that dark. Okay, that domed part at skull. Its eyes. Same there, it's like a roll in it going through. So, like I mean on that parrot and stuff, the monk parrot. As it rolls over, so that's like the wave going forwards. Oh, going closer actually. It's wave going forwards, and this is all water drawing back, which is making that tip back in as well. So, like on here, it's all waves. It's blurry and it's quite scratchy, or whatever. The younger one's better. I don't know whether it's a thing, you know what I mean? The younger ones might have the colour more. Quite often animals do have colours or patterns and stuff until they grow up and stuff. But again, it's quite blurry. It's just with so much going on, you know what I mean? I'd like to see some more of them in that kind of way. So again, you're seeing these patterns, you see swooping lines and stuff like that kind of thing, coming over and all these kind of things. It almost looks like a spine, you know what I mean, and stuff like, you can see it wave, however it's quite faint. And you got it better there, you can see it crashing over, and then you've got all that spray and all that kind of stuff like, you know, dome at head, and all that down there as well. In that shape as well, because that looks like a dome, you know what I mean, almost like its head part. So, you know, you could say that there were a head there, that's why it's got like a dip. Because it's got that reversible information. So it's like so many things that I've already shown you in that kind of sense, which has got it and stuff. Pink dolphins. They might be new to some people. I think I've seen them before, but I think they were new to me when I first looked at them and stuff like. But you know, like the food source and stuff, that kind of thing. It's not that incredulous to say that you could get a pink elephant or a pink unicorn and all these kind of things and stuff like. All we have to do is eat the right food, basically. But so here we've got like this dome that side. You can see like the slight little dip. Not as much on that one, but you can see it there. And it's also got like a beak shape to it, colour and all that kind of stuff. So like have that interrelationship of a like birds in that kind of sense. You know what I mean? It's kind of like obviously not evolved, but in terms of how the information's shared, you know what I mean? It's all interrelatable in that kind of sense. So the wave patterns and all, wall waves and stuff kind of thing, but another one, all froth breaking up, leaving all gaps. So you get these dolphins which are quite distinctive, with stripes on them and stuff. Might as well note this as well, how it comes over. So like the parrot, you know what I mean, it's not much different. And then comparing the parrot to the insect as well. So like, you know, how it's all in that kind of same kind of pattern and stuff like. So then like, you know, like you got your ovaries and all that kind of thing. So how it's related to like humans and all that kind of stuff. And then, you know, going full circle with it in that kind of way. There's other things which we showed us something to do with his back and all that kind of stuff, like, you know, showing you all insects and all that kind of stuff, and how we're integrated into reality in that kind of sense and stuff. So see all these mad stripes and all that kind of stuff, and how to relate it, you know what I mean? The previous one did we looked at that. So see wave, this is like not a wave, and this dark area, that's where all froth is again. That's froth. There's space. There's all this froth crashing around eye. It looks like a building. I don't think it is. It'd be like reflection or something like that. But it's all like it's all froth splashing up and stuff. You got either wall, a wave, or a gap in between waves. So it's like just like, you know, water that's not doing it, not reflecting. I'll show you next one. see how, like brush strokes, like time lapse, all that kind of stuff. And so then like that's how you get your hair, because like if that's just one bead of water, it's done it as a line. You know what I mean? So all your different waves, all gaps in between, got some lines. You see dip after the skull. So, you know, referring back to the bird again. And you see birds with these patterns. Sharp is a black and white bird like that. So it's connecting the waves together. You know, we've got as limbs, how that's an extra wave added onto the waves. And that's what I think it's showing. Like each one of them, it's just like, you know, the gap in between the next wave. So all the white is the wave. So I don't know, there's so much going on in a sense. To like see, you know what I mean, that image and stuff. And so you got this wave shape. So it comes over and all that kind of stuff like. So again, you got like a brown wave. It's got like, what's it called, alt sand in it and stuff like that kind of thing. So that's where I is located as well. So then you got like a lighter, so it looks like it's going over froth. And so you got a line there, but it's grey rather than black. So that's still frothy. You know what I mean? So it's like all these waves coming together and stuff. And you got them all going into distance and all that kind of thing. And see how it looks like a bird? It's all spray. Ignoring water because that gets in the way a bit, but it's all choppy and breaking up and stuff. They're all individual as well. Like they've all got their own specific marking and stuff. There's a little gap there. That being a gap, you know what I mean? There's a gap between that, but that's got like an hole. That's got its bottom bit. You know what I mean? So it's like they've all got their own individual photo. It's a photography effect which kind of makes it look like a vortex, which I thought were quite cool. It's like in terms of like how water perceives things, how it understands. It seems to like almost like, you know, like Predator. It has like all those different forms of vision. It's got like infrared and whatever else and stuff like. um, it's like water's got that. If it's got the capability to do it, it just does it, doesn't it? You know what I mean? If you can see in infrared, if you can see in daylight or whatever else functionality it needs to do and stuff, then maybe it can. And see, look at that. I don't know how the effect's done, so, but in terms of like how water does things, how it processes information, it'll probably process it in as many ways as it can, you know. Right. I should end it, but so broccoli. When you cut that in half, it looks like a path going through a forest. Which is the realm of nature. And I'll leave it there, I think. So, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you all later. Cheers.